this big international day, November 18 in Salone. So again, the people of Salone for be very, very, very proud and very happy about that. And finally, the Minister for Finance, the Honorable Sheku Ahmed Fansamadi Bangura, will take part by the IMF World Bank, the annual meeting in the southern Moroccan city of Marrakesh, Tuesday, 17th October. This is part of the efforts them for continue for champion Salone and seek the right kinds of investments for we people in the country. I've been saying finally, but also for just mention, say the annual Salone government and EU political dialogue also happened during the week under review. When I don't see all the news across on that, I can try to keep that updates within 15 minutes because I really want to give chance to the speaker and I am for the engage. Okay, so that are all the news across government. As I can say, if you get any particular question on that news day, this is the platform as well for us. So we welcome you for ask you questions. So now, when it comes to the panel, I'm really glad for today's panel because transport, aviation, a big sector, a big conversation driver. Anything happen in that sector, we as governments, they get beaucoup conversation, complaint, talk, all my one know. And for today's press conference, we don't engage with some of the big allegations, like I can say. For let them come and provide the people of Salone the answer to the question them we wanna get. I want to thank you to we panelists them first for when they come, for their willingness, and also they don't take time and prepare. I don't talk this before now. President Bio envision that we they work for now. These people in Aya, who are the government, who work for the people them. So when we call them, then they take the time, then prepare for come for answer on a question. So today, anything about the transport sector, any question we get, then they can explain to now. And we will also change the press conference today to Creole. I know say someone I get for small for stick to the Creole, but I would then have the reminder small. Let me come back into Creole. So I start with me colleague in a cabinet, the Honorable Minister for Transport and Aviation. I think for calling you full title, we're supposed to say His Excellency, Ambassador, Colonel, Retired, Alhaji Fandetui. So this man get plenty experience across ASQ, and a lawyer back. He get plenty experience across governments. And I also say too that I don't dare in meetings and in conversations where they defend the ordinary person in Salone, where they push for this sector, this transport sector. So first I want, even as I give you chance for open, for let you share your vision. Some people don't sabi you, na Salone. I don't say you don't take position them, but some people really don't know you, don't interact with you. This is an opportunity for the people of Salone get for meet and know the minister. Udana Alaji Fandetui, and what's the vision for the transport sector? And you up to 5 to 7 minutes for you talk about the vision. Just set the scene for you, what you don't meet, what you want to achieve, and how you want to take the transport and aviation sector go before.
Thank you very much, my brother, for the introduction and for giving me this opportunity for there today. Well, for the one that we really don't know me, like my colleagues say, I've been serving at the military for quite some time. Served in Sierra Leone, then I also go Liberia during the war, and after which I've been there for quit and then joined the UN system. And from there, President Bio, in his wisdom, and he say, I come in, so I come on board. First, I've been there as chairman NCP, and then later I left, and then I go back to the UN, and then from the UN, I come back into the government, then I'm with the ambassador and permanent representative for Sierra Leone to the United Nations. I served there for some time until Salone gets into the UN Security Council. That's briefly about me. Coming to the transport sector, well, I believe say we all know, we don't see the problems then regarding the sector or some of the challenges that we will face. They're a very big ministry, honestly, it's a very big ministry, and they do the best for make sure say the ordinary person able to move from one point to the other, able to get reliable transport, where we move on from one point to the other. And not only that, the big five, the agriculture sector, as a ministry, I want to be sure say within the next 5 years, we're able for, as a government, we're able for provide that transport for that next person way in another village, for able to move in produce from not only one village to the other, but also from the provinces to the capital city as well. So that's what President Bio envisioned, and that they try to do. So when I come in, the first thing what I do now for look at the strategic plan, because in most of them key issues there, you get forget the plan, because if you know plan for succeed, then obviously you will fail. So you get for set a good plan. So I get with my team, together. We come up with a strategic plan where it cover both land, sea, and air transportation. The sector of itself is a very big one. So I can just start, maybe I can just brush through, then later on I can ask the questions then. I get the maritime, the Sierra Leone maritime. We all know we done the area, a lot of challenges. So my plan now for first deal with the policy aspect, which we don't go a long way, and we don't look at the agreements then, we don't look at the treaties then, and we don't also look at the act, the Maritime Act. The reason for that, and for able to get the maritime agency to a standard wherein it not just deal with all the negative things the way we don't read, but also for Lord to get positives, Lord to get revenue from the agency. So currently they look into that. We don't almost complete, and we don't complete. So we get for domesticate then treaties then day and the agreement then day. Maybe in the next 1 or 2 weeks, I will take them through cabinet. Then after that, we take them through parliament. Then after the policy aspect, we can now go into the maritime for see how we can able for review some of the processes and also streamline some functions them as well. Next, we get the Sierra Leone Road Safety Agency. Of course, we don't see them, they walk around, but we want to make them much more effective than what than they do today. Because I believe say some time back, some few years ago, most of the wardens they be really active. So now we want to begin to engage them for make sure that they be more active than how they been doing. Next, for the Sierra Leone the Sierra Leone Road Transport Agency, I believe so now. Not say we don't change that. So again, I want for just tell when I say we really forget a major change in the transport industry. It got to be a major one. I can maybe explain a bit more, but we get for transform, we transport industry. Firstly, not too long from now, we will forget about 50 buses. Secondly, the traffic system, it will get for change, because we believe say now that the time, as how His Excellency can always say, for let we look out for that that layman way they down there, where maybe they go for good work, and a one for take in Poda or a one for take the transport from one point to the other, so that we will avoid the large number of people that we can travel with them private cars then. If you notice, now they cause traffic, because most of the time you see more people that instead of maybe jump into public transport, everybody they drive and go. So that they cause a lot of traffic. But with the new project where they come on board, we will get for ensure say some of the roads them, we will make them roads and be for only bus lanes them. So now them bus then they go get priority, and also we'll give priority to maybe then emergency, not even maybe, to emergency vehicles there as well, for let them be able to go through that. So we look at that as well. Yesterday we get a workshop, my team, and even with about 8 ministries or so, for now brainstorm on some of them policies and days. So very soon, when I therefore expect that for happen. So the bus is there for arrive not too long from now, in about 3 weeks. Then also, we don't use for the always they pay money to where you go inside the bus or anything. But now with the new system, we try for make sure say it be cashless. So we will get a special card where now you will use for pay, and also of course the buses then will be very timely. So you don't really need for begin rush again and say I get for go take the Poda then you jump into. But I think I will leave that to Mr. Ba, maybe Inky able for go more into that. SLPTA as well will therefore transform them instead of it be.
SLPTA means.
Sorry.
What's the SLPTA mean?
Yeah, now for the formerly that be SLRTC.
Okay.
So now then they transform them now from there to from being operator to regulator.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, we
Public Transport Authority. Yes.
Yeah, it's public transport. I think that's not the key issues there. But I get one breaking news where for Giuna, I believe so now along the area about the fees, the airports, taxis every day. When they talk about the everybody want for no. But the interesting thing about this the ticket issue is that. The way people that they talk about the ticket, say the price, or that don't make passengers and then they cancel alone. I think, when you look at the data, you look at the statistics, you can really see, say, it's not much of a difference. From last year, the number of passengers, the way they come in and go out, when you compare that from the start of the year, last year, to September, and from this year as well, from the start to this October, the difference is really negligible. It's about 4%. It's about just 4% difference. And what did they cause some of them? What did they cause that particular for the cost of prices then go up? We get several reasons there, but of course, my colleague Musa will go into them into detail and get all the technical information. But for me, as a layman, I think one of the things that really cause that now competition. People they always say every day, Guinea, they get all the passengers and everything because Guinea, from time till today, Guinea get about. Over 14 or so airlines that way they travel to Guinea, whereas in Sierra Leone we just get half of that where they come. So we try for encourage competition. But once we encourage competition, we will definitely get there. So I'm happy for informing us say as at March next year, the Ethiopian Airlines go start for fly that's Sierra Leone. So that's all I get for now. I hand over to my colleague.
Well, we want to tell the minister plenty thank you. He announced He only say breaking news when you talk about the fact say Ethiopian Airlines they cancel loan. But I don't want to let people they miss the other breaking news the way it just land. The minister do announce say in 3 weeks, the government of Salone will bring 50 new buses. But not just that. Will they improve significantly the way the road network they operates within the country? The minister say, among the things then they will get with him with man called designated bus lane. So this road here will lock and say, yeah, if you not to bus, you may pass here, and I have bus they pass. For encouraging more people to take public transportation, so will reduce traffic. He also say, will they move from all time for paying a bus, it's map a line, you pay, then give you change, you go inside, you go inside. We can begin a cashless payment system. President build a vision we always talk about for make Salone the leader of the fourth industrial revolution, who will embrace innovation and technology with a see that need to happen in the transport sector. Well, I'll move on to my sister, Madam Musayo Barry. I don't see the news about you when they appoint you to the aviation sector. All man legal minister say you get plenty experience in the sector. But some people in Salone to know some you. In fact, when people see your picture, they think say you're very, very young. They say, it's not going to get that kind of experience this for the lead this sector. But quickly as you don't take over, we don't begin to see some changes between the excellent work with you and the minister they do. So I want to also give you about 5 minutes for yourself. I want to take the first 1 minute, a chance for introduce yourself to people. Uda Namusayewo, and what's like your vision for the aviation authority with President Bio don't put you in charge of.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother Cherno. And I would like to start off by saying that it's an honor to serve in this capacity. I know say, as my brother don't say, but people they not serving me too much. And I know say, my brother over on the back, they laugh because I they flip between English and Creole a lot, but I they try to keep on consistent during this one. So me and somebody we don't do Salone for the past 13 years. I don't actually work na Lunge Airport for the past 10 years as the country director for the aviation security provider. And that exposure, they don't give me the chance for really understand the issues and to really build the relationships with the key industry players we get for help we for achieve we objective for the CAA. So again, for me, me not somebody, we're very hardworking, we're driven. I'm from a very strong administrative background, and I intend very much for bring that structure to the CAA and to help us in achieving our agenda, which the minister rightly state as increasing competition and increasing flights to Sierra Leone. So as a summary, that is Musayo Barry in a nutshell. So I'm not that young, but I am old enough to handle the challenge that's been given to me. Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority has come a long way, and I would like to use this platform for really applaud all those who are part of the journey for make we industry reach Usaide so today. We have a solid foundation. We safety rating now about 72%, which will be announced probably towards the ending of the month, and we security rating at 71%. Scores that are actually higher than some of the more established states in the region. So that is a big accomplishment to all my predecessors and the team that have worked to establish the CAA to this point. So me coming in, I think really I want to consolidate on those gains and establish a platform for us to now really encourage the bigger carriers to come to Sierra Leone. Make we address the issue of competition, which directly, as the minister said, will have an impact, a positive impact on the cost of travel to Sierra Leone. So as an introduction and as a nutshell, just for people to understand the role of the civil aviation, it's a regulatory role. It's not an operating role. There are various players in the industry which comprise of the operator and service providers. We on role as the CAA now for make sure we have a bird's eye view of waiting they go on, and that we make sure that the compliance to the legal instruments where we get that are guided by the international principles for aviation are complied to. So we intend to make sure our oversight is increased and that we get the best out of our operators and our service providers. So in a nutshell, my brother, I think that should do it.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Madam Musaya Obai. I'm going to tell you, they were big fan in the room. I see Alpha, when one man talk just now, he on the tablets. Wait until he talk, he puts the tablet on, he watch spellbound. Exactly. So I think if you don't convince Alpha, I think if you able to get Alpha your attention, it means that you do very well for getting your attention on the people of Salone.
Thank you.
Mr. Safe and able to keep my attention, I don't go back to the tablets. We come out to the president. We are the president for the drivers union at Salone. Deputy Minister Collins, the president of the Solby. Yes. You don't deal at this business, you don't hear you plenty, you're really involved in the civic space, organizing and all. So I want quickly as well introduction. The reason I make a today is we will get enough time for we do all the question and answer plenty. But first, waiting I want to role. The minister don't point out in your vision. You now you get all the key players that you hold. What's the role for advance this sector and how has seen the role so far?
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. Mina Alpha Manba, a community South, Siramu, Gomen Navedu, I play some role as a military man in this country. I left the driving sector. I worked as a child for some time. I begin buying Muscali now for myself. I don't be the South Province as regional organizing secretary 2. I go to regional organizing secretary 1. From there, I come Freetown, I become national treasurer. From national treasurer, I don't become the first 5 years as president. And this is not the second time now. After this time, I do rest. So I know Reverend better. We all role as a union now for promote, protect, and defend the membership. Of course, everybody knows we deal with people that way, go that much school, like the informal sector. They deal. Then I will take the get for the day, then they take care of home. So they help people in day, when you deal with them, if you just deal with them and make sure what they want, not to all you do. The other thing we now rule now for negotiate with government. Any government within a power, you the union executive, you bound for that government. Because the act say, local council act say, them acts are all the wrong. We forbid fees to the councils or the local authorities to be bound for government. Then the Ministry of Transport, we now the line ministry, and they solve most of the problems. If government want to talk fair price, they will call me. We go see them, we negotiate transport fares. Then the Ministry of Labour, now other line ministry. If people don't get problem with their employers, we go see them, we bargain with employers. We make sure we bring peace between the employers and the employees. The other thing I want to say, let continue minister say, definitely we don't hear about iron project. And this iron project, me now one of the important way are so much happy for. Because all that you are here is Mutukale don't pack, now we go to no gain. Like the greedy, I go helter, shelter, we are on a pull me on money, give people them for when they take people them from one place to another. But when government can get new transport, definitely we as the union, me as the president, we're ready for support the government, we're ready for support the Ministry of Transport and Aviation. We don't begin the benefit of this aeroplane yet. Go to Lovely now, they build a very big park for me. Come up now, Wilberforce, they make another park for me. These flyovers, now we benefit. Look at accidents that we take place in the areas today. Although those people they don't really use them, but we don't say time to go, they will use them. So we really they for make sure that we drivers them they're not involved into problems by how? By educating them the language of the road, safety of the road, and you know overload, and you know drinking drive, and you know overspeed. Then we walk there. And we make sure see, I don't put something there in place now. All the parks now in this country. Any driver who will see you will not go and go take back back. You don't go. You don't set up marshals there all sides. The push. In fact, all the parks they will push them one and you don't read the order. We are the police will not stand firm for make sure see the one they will say push and then park the some of them they don't arrest and kill them. But the only problem when they go, they don't take 2, 3 weeks, you don't see them come back. So when you come back, we drive you back to one place. So we don't stand firm that we need to go make sure see yes, nobody, they had drugs and need to drive ourselves. And really now, better small. The law enforcers, although we know they get brand new vehicles in this country, we can negotiate to them. You know, we can negotiate to them, please don't talk to them, say, oh, these are minor offenses. Minor offenses, the union only put on it. But minor offenses, we make sure we put on it. So I will stop the first. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Alpha Amadou Ba. I just want to make it clear for people and say, Mr. Alpha Amadou Ba saying, comment c'est Abou, Meyomba, Accommode, Kanike, and Bond and Jimmy Bagwo. So we tell you thank you really. I think President Bio vision for this civic engagement now you don't show so that the union them can work with government because with all the benefits and the country they become a better place for we all. I want to go straight into the questions. We get plenty of questions that we already can through. You know, newcomer also. Put your hand on, calm down first. First, no worry, you don't get a chance. See, they will get plenty of time for them questions. They ask all. First, as we can always start, people like in text and then they ask, please one lady continue for check on the text platform, please. So even if you're in this room, because also all man get forget chance for talk. It's smart if you're able to use your device, you text one time or use the platform. Because in that way, your question guaranteed, say how they ask them. If you wait till they put up your hand, you're not guaranteed because now there are points they ask. So the one that we don't come in advance, I ask them. As I can do, I normally ask the question at all and then I give them a chance for respond. Question 1, Mr. Minister, why the Transport Ministry, the CDOM, allowed certain charges them, we say Leone and they travel through Guinea, in their hundreds, maybe thousands, lost potential revenue. Mr. Minister, what's now the updates on the 2 new ferry them and the expected 150 bus procured as part of IROM since 2019? The person said they watch me from Tanzania. The other question, this is now Facebook, this person may ask this question. Government of Salone ready and able to make public the term and condition of the lease investment agreement between government and SUMA so citizens can go read for themselves and understand the long-term cost implication of the new airport for taxpayer them and especially on airfares. Next question. You will provide information on any research efforts or policies that we aim at reducing airfare costs for travelers to and from Salone. A question for you, Madam Musaya Obayi. The next one. Do you have with clear action of what you do about the high price as once you lost customer, they will difficult for getting back? Same question. Everybody concerned about this. Same question. Why air flights ticket price is so high? Same question. The other one is a little bit more specific, so I ask them. So again, I chance this for to educate the public. It's a government, the tax fees and charges in Guinea are about $201, I think a pound sound is pounds. And then it's in a Salone, the same tickets now £422, and the total cost for ticket to Freetown and also it's possible they come on, it's in a £1,331, and then for Guinea now £740. CBR, we see make this for happen. So yes, I think that is the question so far. I think these are questions that we all expected, not so. Una baby was the other question on our ask, no so. So I want to calm down. We start with Madam Musaya Ole handle the questions there on the airfare, and then I come to you, Mr. Minister, so you will take us to the next level on the policy side, and then you go address the other question about Muslim. All right.
Thank you. So one of the first things I do when I take office now for engage the airlines to get some more information from them, make we try to understand exactly how tickets are costed and the implications. So out of that fact-finding meeting, we get to understand a few things. Firstly, the markets where they travel to Sierra Leone is considered a late booking market. So that means majority of the people then where they travel to Salone, they book their flights maybe a few days or a week or two prior to traveling. That factor alone gets an effect on the cost of the ticket. You will find that people that have booked in advance most likely have a more affordable rate. And this factor is completely outside of government's control. It is airline mechanism. It's not new to Sierra Leone. It's universal. So one way in which we can help ourselves in terms of reduction of travel to Sierra Leone is to try and book in a timely manner. Number two, we made for understand, and we know actually coming from the industry that the passenger volumes are a huge contributing factor to the cost of flying to Sierra Leone. We like to compare Guinea and Sierra Leone, like the minister said in his opening statements. But when it comes to passenger figures, the volume of which people travel through Guinea is far greater than that we experience at FNA. So where airlines then they do then ticketing and pricing, of course, then they take volumes into consideration. Another factor is around the airlines, mainly that we get very limited competition in Sierra Leone. The flights and where they come at the moment from the European countries are only 3. And when you look at Guinea-Conakry, we have up to about 14. So this again, na factor where they determine the pricing strategy where the airlines they use when they come to Salone. External conditions we cannot avoid, such as inflation and seasonal trends and availability also contribute. So in sum, I know a majority of the conversations have been around the taxes, but I want for show Una, or I want for explain something to Una today. What I do just before I can this press briefing. We do a booking on 3 airlines, SN Brussels, Royal Air Morocco, and Turkish, I believe. The booking was done today for travel on the 31st of October, which is a short window. The cost of the ticket is $1,871. Of that $1,871, only $139 is taxes. The other components of the ticket include the airline's base fare, which as a government we have no direct leverage over, includes payments for fuel and insurance costs, and also it will interest you to note that there are departure taxes from country of origin and transit countries. At the moment, we are not coming directly from any point. We transit through most of our routes. So there are taxes applied at the point of origin, the point of transit, and the point of arrival. All of these factors contribute to the overall ticket cost, which in this occasion was $1,871. I must emphasize again, that was from Brussels Airlines.
Yeah, but from origin?
From Freetown to London.
London, okay.
So this clearly shows how all of those components have attributed to that cost. The late booking, the taxes, internal and external, but what I've been one for emphasizes the local aspect of which we have a level of influence as a government. Out of 1,871, those taxes are $139. That is not to say that we not for make efforts, which we are doing. I think say we not all go be testament to the fact say we don't ask IATA and the airlines for put a hold on the planned increases. The whole reason behind that is for me not in our office 12 days. My minister also has assumed a couple of months ago. We want to give yourself the opportunity for really get a holistic picture. Like how I don't explain to Una now, there are more than one components to ticketing. And for lay we get a long-term sustainable solution, we get to address all of them points someday. We want to assure the public that through the CAA and through the ministry, everything will be done to make sure that FNA is more competitive. But it is not a quick fix. It is something that needs long-term strategy. And as the minister explained in opening remarks, one of those strategies now for make sure we encourage more airlines, bigger carriers. The announcements of Ethiopia Airlines commencing a route in March is a huge accomplishment for the state. And it is one that's going to open us up to many more opportunities and more connectivity. So this is really an opportunity for our industry to expand its horizons and capture the benefits that come from that. So I think I've explained the components of the ticket and the reason for the cost. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Mr. Minister, I want to pick up on that question there and say, so some of the things that we would do, but there are specific questions on SUMA, where I want to tackle head on. And then another question about failure and things like that. Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. Maybe I can just add just one or two points then to within the DG don't just say. Now, would they do so many things then? Like he rightly say, in the day in office, I think about a couple of days or so. And for me, I think about 2 months or so. But the idea is, would it first, we find out say this issue like a major concern. And therefore we decide to look, take a step back, because so many people that be there to say, na SUMA contract na it make, why we don't go build airport, then look at the prices, the high taxes and the rest. So we decide to take a step back and look at what really now some of the causes then of this high increase in prices as the people then say. But like I said earlier, the data we are give, we of course now all the passengers that when they travel out and the one that when they come in. So when I can get this information from the SLCAA, when I can get them from SUMA, when I can get them from even the operators then will tell you now. So far, only 4% difference and that self will get higher number of people. So it's like people keep just the cinema, okay, the prices are high, the prices are high. But when you look at the data, well, if the prices are high, but you still get more passengers than when they come in, about 4%. So what would they do for make FNA be more attractive? Firstly, like how my colleagues say, we decide say would they engage SUMA, because that amount to them they talk about the $165. We decide say okay, for let them put a hold on that. So we do that. Secondly, because competition are the issue, we decide say would they go all out, and honestly would they do them vigorously. We really they go out, they meet other airlines them, and a lot day for come in. I can one for show on that. A lot day for come in, but as always, me can always like for talk less. I believe more in action, but a lot more don't show interest, and they in discussions with some of the airlines, and they once we don't confirm, then we'll be able to make the public know about that. The second thing you ask, it's about the SUMA agreement. Now, I think somebody asked for when we go make the SUMA agreement or the contract known to the public, for let everybody know about that. Well, for the one that we do law, or the one that we get some idea about law, you know, say now an agreement. When you don't go into an agreement, we don't go get a disclosure clause for that agreement day. And if that disclosure clause, if we now go say, okay, we go talk about the agreement or make them public, then obviously we don't be in violation of that particular or in contravention of that particular agreement day. So I don't think say that will be now, but we already done contact SUMA, and I don't get the authority for we revisit or for we look at the SUMA agreement. So we'll look at the agreement. It depends on what thing for come out of the agreement day. If it's necessary at that time, both parties agree, that is the government and SUMA, then why not? We can make them public. But for now, we'll get for look at the agreement. Then the other point, it got to do with the bus system. I think I've been already talk about the bus system. We hope for receive the bus system within the next maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Them buses are all for them there. And once they arrive, 3 to 4 weeks, we will need about 2 weeks for do some registration, insurance, and so on and so forth, for put all that. So they hope say by early December, that could also be in place. We also, I forgot one other point regarding the tickets as well. My colleague Musa also really they work hard towards that. For let we see if we can able to forget, even if not then chartered airlines then for them would come in, especially during the Christmas season. So it can work on that. But until we don't confirm anything, so once we confirm that, they will be able to come up and say something. I think that's all. I don't know if any other point there.
Ferry. Somebody asked about the ferry. Saying 2 ferries there.
Oh yes. Okay, the 2 ferries then. I think the 2 ferries and the ministry been going to some agreement with a company called Negma. This was I think sometime last year or year before last. Then going to this agreement with the ferry company, indeed everything go through, and then the ferries then come. But most unfortunately, the ferries then will come. They're not able they're not able for bath, because I think the thing's supposed to get some ramp or so. I don't get that technical knowledge, but they're not able for bath, and therefore the ferry look for now and not get much role. But we did in discussions with the company and then see what thing would be the best way forward, because we don't have an agreement and then just get for perform from there inside. That's all.
Thank you very much. Plenty breaking news day in today's press conference. A lot of detail that I hope say over the next few days the press will be able to break these issues and down for the public. And we'll cover them, and also my own team there, and we'll get quotable quotes as we know now, which we'll also try to do through the partnership with SL Media and Hotel and Tenki. We'll also provide video summaries of which we say now, so that the people in our house as well will get a summary of this via video. We'll also begin for do some audio summaries so people get, because plenty news don't come up today on press conference. So now that's all. And for us the question, some people in there will news, so I just repeats the rules. Yeah. Now we know the speaker there. Una a question on the ask.
If it's about if it's name, institution, and the question. Also, we all know that by now also, how many questions per person? So one question per person. If you want to ask the second one, use the platform and I will read it out for you. Alright, so now we start with this man, number 1, number 2, number 3, who you manage? Number 4, woman, I say woman is here. I don't see one woman, I answer one, number 5, thank you. All on the table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Voila, go ahead.
Yeah. My name is Saidu Dubuya, and I write for exclusive newspaper. And Mr. Ba, the president of the P, small P. Mr. Ba, you drive and the complaint say, they take money in the hand, we don't know which in the money, and the complaint say, we are not doing nothing for them. We really want to know waiting we do with the money we collect from the drivers.
Thank you.
Wait. Now you have number 2. No, look number 2 here. Yes.
Myself today, at the report for starting to the minister. I want to know what's the way they come. If now only for freezing the benefits and how the provinces and the benefits. For Kauta and the drivers them or the private ones that we run companies, therefore affected how we try to work with them with their self and we will benefit out of them.
Thank you. Then number 3. You go.
Well, me, your name now Mohamed Al-Kamara. I write for Daily Scope newspaper. Of course, this they go to the minister. It talk about how many people they travel, when our passengers when they travel at the airlines and all. It also the difference is 4%. But I want the minister help me with the total amount of people we traveled last year and the total amount of people we travel now, which shows say there is a 4% difference.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Number 4, the lady. Yes.
So this they go to the minister also. The minister mentioned saying 50 buses go alive in the country in the next 3 weeks, but it will operate on a cashless system. I want to know because majority of civilians do not understand how this will work, and if this on our effort do a public engagement, and also if the means the cost effect therefore be the same with other means of transportation.
Thank you so much. And number 5.
Mr. President, my name is David Spencer, I'm a journalist from Nigeria. So I want to know if you get any discussions with you drivers, because in the weekday life probably the cost of transportation is really high, and then the just can stay in a field. And also like how we mentioned just recently, we can then transport more especially bikes, and then what is just stop them and then they pay money, one of waiting and they pay for, and then they add for the transportation fee. So one for the waiting and the arrangements when I can get to them.
Thank you so much. All right, at the end of the first round, first five, Mr. President, you get some question and I am. Then talk about you first, then complain you and your union. The guy that is complaining and take money and you answer any for them. Secondly, the sisters say take like nobody's. The guy that is act by the people they don't pay. When transport you don't go. Your answer can be quick or cancel the minister.
Thank you very much. First, must start with the money we collect. No partner we use, we only pay fee to council. The we system as a union, we get a fee when we help with border. The one that we don't get job again, you go to the park, you see back to Monday, they don't get job. They are very good drivers, we help them. Person sick, we will help them. You get buried, we will help you. With that small thing we promote. After one big council, we will help other people. The reason for it that they will get to salary. The other thing why you are talking about the money of the college, I still want because of them, you don't do that for me. Recently, Legal Aid Board, we go crime on Legal Aid Board, we go meet the road, we go see drivers with a small amount of fines that they get. Legal Aid Board help me. We able make and release 49 drivers. And Leone I pay all the fines, 49 drivers. So that's one small money we collect. That they decided to go. The other thing, I think this government will take. No transport fee, we will discuss the Minister of Transport. We need to be and other stakeholders in this discussion. When fuel price come up, we negotiate. When fuel price come down, we negotiate. This government that no. Tell His Excellency, retired brigadier General Spider being work to take. Now this government we don't ever see them put fuel price on. When the fuel price can't go on the world market, it can't go there. When it go up here, it go up. So nobody really do. There's nobody really cheats nobody. But something today, we the public citizen, we get for help to save. If that man go tell you, see, now 10,000, tell you for we under. You know, say the government don't put in press release that 5 years. No big. Those are only we will not get police and traffic coordinated now. So, I want to thank you very much.
All right. All right, thank you very much, Mr. President. Honorable Minister, you get plenty questions there. Most of them around some airfare and some water, so we take notes. So I no waste time. I give you a chance to respond and I will give Musa as well if you want to add something.
Thank you, my brother. The question, somebody asked a question about the buses. You say whether or not only Freetown the benefit, and also they try for see the one that we get for go out of job because of them buses and they. Now, first the buses them. I also want to use this opportunity for commend also the World Bank, because this entire project, now the government of Sierra Leone project, but of course in partnership with the World Bank, so then give we the support. So the buses them now 50 buses for now, and this is not just a pilot project, which means we just start. Let's see how the whole project will grow up. They will try for extend down to other areas. So we get two corridors, the west corridor and then the east corridor. The west corridor, they start from number 2 River, Cam Lumley, then Wilkinson Road, in town and come to the bus station also. Zewal is Johnson Street also, bus station. So now the first corridor, the western corridor, they stop. Then you get the eastern corridor. It's supposed to start from Joy and come to the same location, come to the central district, instead of can stop there. So you go get them 50 buses and now they apply them routes then day. So like I said, it's a pilot project, and also we get the, like I've been saying earlier, the SLPTA, we then get for regulate this bus system. Now, if this project is successful, then of course, His Excellency, they continue for push for let we extend them, not just that one corridor, but also to other corridors within Central District, and also from Freetown to the regions or the provinces, like I said earlier. In between the provincial towns then, they try for make arrangement for that, but we no one for say what we not able for do. You understand? As a government, anything we say we do, we make sure say we do them. So for now, then one and they will do the urban project, after which we can now go to the regions then as well. But for now, that's what they focus on. Now, somebody been worried about the benefits or the one that we get for go out of jobs. It's going interesting now for no say. This is not the very first time where the government feels that the people then for be part of the running, then for able for take decisions then. Now, this is not the very first time the president, together with, as a ministry, we reach out to Mr. Ba, who is a key stakeholder, together with all the other Poda drivers them, now then come together and form this company we get for run them buses and they. I repeat, then Poda drivers them, the Keke drivers them, now they all come together and put their shares and everything, and they all come together and run, then we get for run them buses then so. And therefore, when we start for run them buses there, now then corridors and they, we not expect any Poda driver or any Keke or within for apply some of them route than they. Because all what they're going to do at that time, the other Keke drivers now for able for support for take passengers then from the main corridor to the person in house or outside. So now that then get for the do. But more of this will get for come, as I say, this we just be in the process of formulating the policy we would almost done now for try for run and through cabinet. Then from there, it go to the question where somebody else asked about how would they prepare the public for know that. We get a whole team, we get for work with the colleague here, and so many other projects and they in place. We get for go 98.1, we get for go na AYV, Star TV, and so on and so forth. And even get for target some individuals and some associations, them we get for the go and brief them and explain to them about the entire project, how it get for run. So the one that we get for, when you say they lost their jobs, then no, they're not go. Even though they're not get for the run them buses and they, but that then form this company so they get for benefits, the sharing, everything we go get for disclose all of that. I think I don't answer the 4% difference. Yes, somebody may ask about the passengers the way they travel out. As at 2022, from January to this October, no, January to September, wrong. We get 96,037 passengers then go out of the country. Then we get 78,437 that then come into the country. Now, as of this year, 2023, from January to September, we get 97,261 that then go out of the country, travel out. And the one that will come in, we get 84,652. As I say, this data is available when I can reach out to SLAA, when I can reach out to SLCAA, when I can even reach out to some of the airline operators, then get this. Now, from then, we get this data. I think that's all.
Brilliant. Very comprehensive. You want to add anything to that? Yeah.
I think, I would just, the minister is correct, the data is available. I just want for maybe just talk on the passenger figures for August, seeing as it's recent. We noticed for some airlines there was an increase, for some airlines there was a decrease, but overall we get, for example, ASKY, for August 2022 the numbers were 1,938, and for August 2023 the numbers were 2,468. A huge increase. Again, for Air Maroc, for August 2022, the numbers were 786, but for August 2023, it was 903. For airlines like Brussels, you had a decrease of 32 people from 2,387 to 2,355, but again, it's a marginal decrease. But collectively, for the month of August, we're at an increase for about 5%.
All right, so when I know say this is not data they give in government, we want to make a clear say, like how the news, the headline, not to say all things perfect. The headline are that, yes, challenges in there, but sometimes people who they run na social media, the commentary, then they take one event, they make an exchange. So all nothing not bad. The numbers they not necessarily fully support that. But also, you see the people who they influence, in fact, then they work really hard for increased competition. They not already announced today, say Ethiopian Airlines will be don't stop for car for long, and they bring them come. We don't already say they get plans they back for get even chartered flights in December, because now we have basic economics, where you get more, it force the price to go down. Competition and options. I guess some other question in my text. Somebody asked, when would expect President Buhari address as agreed at the peace dialogue? I get very good news on that. While as done here, I can tell you, say, by the time this press conference go down, the presidency address could already do on social media. In fact, I've been told that the president not just here go ahead, and that address day has already been made, and we all will see her. So the first step for that peace agreement, item number 1, His Excellency in address for peace and national cohesion, I go assure and say that address they come before this press conference done, inshallah. There's also a question about why to make it more expensive for import newer vehicle and salon compared to older vehicle. Somebody asked a very interesting question. He said that means they want to discourage you for import newer vehicles. It's actually a very logical question. Why is it, but we'll come to that. Somebody asked me for talk about, okay, so when we go visit the city commuter system in Freetown, as it don't be over 26 years, we don't have the same system, no improvement. So, Mr. Minister, I think you don't mean the city commuter. It's a city commuter system. It's how people in the walk around. So I think we go, we'll open again, we'll come back to that. And then somebody else asked me particularly if I can comment on the media push for Arise IIP for receive the Pepel Ports and Rail contract amid rumors of the government's plan to withdraw it. All right, we'll open now, we'll come back to the question again and ask. We'll get woman I ask, so we'll start with them. Yes, go. Or we will just point the number they want them. So you know number 1. Okay, number 2. Number 3, number 4,
And then number 5 with the couple.
Start.
The question is for the minister. You talked saying that how is possible. I just want to know if you're possible accessible to people with disability.
Thank you very much.
The question to Senior President. Yes, sir. I'm sure say you and some few people in the union they sell fake manifest with the government for us.
Fake what?
Manifest.
Okay, fake manifest. And a simple question. Now, true or not true? Number 3. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can I get out my mic for me, please? Yes.
So, my question is to the president of Drivers Union. I want to know, according to him, he said that they for advocate for defend and protect the drivers there. But I want to know, what about the one the way they behind bars? How do they go about for defending? They're not thinking that you failure on their own side?
Okay, thank you. What are number 4? And this man are number 4, they up here. You are number 5, sir. Yes.
Ibrahim Sarah Sisi, Voice of Salon Review. Mr. President, the small P, why the government increase transport fare from Freetown to Waterloo?
Okay, I think the president was here, but I don't see the minister could contribute to that because I'm not facing that the drivers union there on their own they do. Well, I see the point of the question. Anyway, go ahead, sir. Number 5.
Yes. To the president, drivers union. In the top of Kush, right? See people inside the back when they sell Kush and una can see police. We they can carry and go. Couple of days, they can left them back. When I say they come back, don't they drive them. We I believe say not good at all, right? So like what you don't do for me just everybody know they sell now the park. Right, they sell Kush now the park to the drivers them, or not drivers them. Which you don't know for say yes, if now carrying go now the police, they will not see them back. Waiting that's what we said they will not take and even now drivers
Boss. At some point you have to stop. Yes, thank you very much. So drivers union president. We don't know the final answer of the question for today. I apologize when I will ask the question, make use of the platform. Straightforward question. Now, true so that they sell fake manifest, and then what I do the one day with the Kush, and how I do the work for advocate for running their bars. I need 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. This manifest issue, I'm seeing in social media, some journalists. We get certain people who been home and associate when us going to union members and they harass drivers. So what we do, I will meet the Minister of Internal Affairs and we'll pull it in. So when you pull it in, that don't become an issue. So we don't ever print manifest, we don't get fake manifest. You go to SLRSC and then they print manifest. And we are the only organization where they give manifest for Islam out to brothers, to the membership. Nobody not get right. And we in our back. When you load this airport car, we take you there, your destination, you say you come out, you one accident they happen in Natayama Bridge. People they go inside our truck. Now only the manifest way we get when we get from tree. I go take the duplicate and the teller who knows the people like this, who know the people that we left inside water. So I don't feel say we get fake manifest. The other one, I will not tell you say, with the help of Legal Aid Board, we go prison, we put 49 drivers. Now we pay the fines at the union. So, one thing, you see, we get good drivers get bad ones. Definitely, so they pass and discipline and they don't discipline. So that's why we get real negotiations, we negotiate with law enforcement. But some of them, they're not good for purpose, pass and discipline. Transportation price, now the ministers don't when they put fuel price up, now we go negotiate. From here to Waterloo, they don't see 11 new. That 11 new, they're fixing a day.
Mr. Ba, you think they mean some of you driver them after government don't say 11 euros, within the run, then they add the price there in a way that people don't get option. And then they want to ask, what should you do for solve that day?
Well, we don't put marshals in all low impact system. If any driver charges above the level, use your right. You said now, Australia, tell us, but we know the all side.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister. So the cost of the transportation come up, but also since we wrap up, I want to give you a chance now for a reflect on all the things that we don't talk about today, and some of the additional questions that will be asked, and which you want to let people left this press conference with from the Ministry of Transport and Aviation.
Thank you, brother. First, I will try to handle the disability part of it. I think a very good question. You see, as a ministry or as a government, we can really do our best when it comes to some of them issues that they. So we do due diligence on them bosses and the company, then come. Then also we staff that we have to go again. They have to go again to the company where you do the bosses and we inspect the bosses then before they come. Now, every boss way they come, we make provision for disability access. Every boss. Only that, not to like the electronic one way you will get not the first one, but I think it's fit for purpose because not always the user but any disabled person who want to gain access. Yes, they get a ramp where they put and the individual will go in. And secondly, we also think about the students there as well. We also try to consider, the student there as well, then student buses them for let them go able to gain access to them priority roads so that the student themselves not go late because most of the time the buses then because of the traffic they will go for late. But with these new buses then with predicted timings and everything, I think we hope say we will do very well. So we cater for the students them as well. Yes, within the minister don't say. Well, for we, I think some of the issues then I just want for appeal to the public for let them know say some of the issues there it'll take time. It'll take time for fix some of them problems and I just want for reassurance and say the team where I get then they do an excellent job for ensure say we go as per His Excellency the President in manifesto and make sure say we provide all the support so we can as an industry. The talk with people that they talk about price of tickets, they don't go up. Everybody they left now for go Guinea and for go take. I think if you want for face that inconvenience thing, well, I don't know again, but I think it's always good for there, you go back again and check. Because some of them price and they, as they work hard for make sure say we get more flights than when they come into Freetown. Now so the prices then go continue for go down. we look at not only the competition, we also look at the taxes then. We don't also tell the companies them as well, I mean the airlines them, for letting you a breakdown of the taxes them, way then they pay. I mean way the individuals that they pay. So we don't write to them. I think as at yesterday, about 4 out of 7 that they don't respond, so they wait for the other 3. Once we get that, then we look at the taxes then now with them they charge, because some of the tickets then they just they put they get the name on and they call the name of the
surcharge.
Surcharge, yes. So they get waiting contain that surcharge. We don't know, so therefore look into that as well and see how we're able to reduce on some of them one and day. Suma agreement, of course. Suma agreement, of course, we also look into RAM for see which side will be able for negotiate or renegotiate for make sure say Suma benefit, then the government and people of Sierra Leone also benefit from the agreement, because let we remember then people that are themselves in a business entity. They not just come, they can't put that fine edifice, you know, na the na fine structure, but na money go. Yeah, na fine structure. As I say, money, there's a way, super sweet, there's a money killer. So, if I don't say themselves spend a lot, and we therefore do the best, but make sure they themselves get their own fair share of whatever they come in, but not at the detriment of Sierra Leoneans, of course. So, I think that's all. We'll continue for do best. Then, I will come in once in a while, just in case anybody gets any question, anytime. We're always ready for a response. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And for the final word, I'll come back to the sister, Madam Musaya Obari. You don't listen to all things. You say, you final, you get just 2 minutes for that.
Thank you. I want to really just support the comments from the Minister and for encourage all of us for we all join hands for make the industry go before. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, but exposure get for CAM. We want to also revive regional flights, domestic flights, so we go get more of an aviation society. And for do that, we need to get partnerships with the relevant departments and the buy-in of the wider society. So it's an exciting time for all of us, definitely for the industry. And I want to also thank the Ministry of Information and Communication. We definitely get to do a lot of engagements with you guys, so the public will get the information where they need. And that together we can all find a way to make the positive change we want to see in our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I just remember, the question about listener will comment on the media push for our rise. For receive the paper reports and real contracts amid the rumors of a government plan. I think in general, we get a free press in our Salone, and the government of Salone welcome a robust press and civic engagement. So we welcome the conversation with the go on. I can also assure you, say, as we don't say before, all them business partners and then are friends of the government of Salone. And at the end of the day, the government get to do within rights for the people of this country, and for make sure, say, like how the minister say, business partner themselves happy, and they will continue for investors alone. So no big controversy on that issue there as far as the government of Salone is concerned. I want to take this opportunity for tell plenty thank you to all. When I really do well, when they come every week, when they take part, when they ask really good questions, when they collaborate and partner with you, I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you to the minister, to the DG, to the president, to the small P, and of course to my friend and brother, the deputy minister will help for lead. I also today want to say plenty thank you to the Ministry of Information and Civic Education, the team, the people really behind the scenes for making this happen, the one that really carry for we, again, disability inclusion, sign language, SL media, and the bikini and intern break today. So the intern for this, so don't work really hard today. Be 6-year-old or Alpha Media between. But as usual, thanks to the media partner that we carry live. We will come back next week
same time. Assalamu alaikum.